Hey guys, it's JNR's Mower Repair and Lawn Care here today. I'm sorry for a little lack of time of making videos. I've been selling these things like hotcakes. Well, as many people are doing right now, they're all selling mowers because of unfortunate events. I don't think we need to mention it. I think everybody gets the point. But anyway, I've been buying and selling like crazy. This is next on the list. And I've even been getting good mowers too. This one's missing wheels, of course, but it's got the personal pace. These get running. Once we get it running, we'll be in good shape. But I've been going through mowers. Like, this is a whole different batch. And I've sold everything from what I started with this season, all under this tarp. I think, and a lot of it's all high rear wheel mowers. Like, almost everything I have. I have 3 of these now. I just have a lot of stuff. And I'm selling a lot too. I sold 3 lawn tractors so far and at least 20 push mowers. 20 push mowers. But today, I guess we're going to kind of do an overview, do a little bit of carb cleaning work on the yard machines, push mower. Unfortunately, one of the mounting bolts are broken, so it kind of has a little bit of vibration, but what are you going to do? It'll be a $70 push mower. Either way, it still runs good. Well, it actually ran, but she's not running now, so the carb's going to have to get worked on. Probably got bad gas, but work on the carb, clean it up, sell it for $70. I mean, throttle, everything works on it, so we're not going to mess with much there. So here's my mess of stuff. But I guess we're just going to have to go through. I'll do a little work here, clean the carb, drain the rest of this gas out. So we're going to make a big mess. So let me get this situated here real quick, and I'll be right back. Hold up. Oh, maybe not. Hold up, I can't get my camera focused. Here. Alright, so we're back. So I gotta take it apart. It's not too bad. It does need to be cleaned though, because shit, it's just dirty. It is just dirty. But you can see, not too bad. I really didn't have to do much. But obviously there's water. There's water in the gas, so that's probably also why it's not running. So yeah, there's like a layer of water in here, so this gas isn't any good either. But once I get the carb cleaned up, we'll be in good shape. I just kind of, I know you're gonna have to sit there, but not much I could show. Fortunately, I don't have a tripod right now. I guess the other one shit the bed. I don't have anything to hold the phone, so just gonna have to let it sit here a minute. There's just water inside the fuel, so that's not good. I'll wash my tools a second. It's not good. Not good. Just gonna take these paper towels and a little bit of trying to clean the bowl. Oh, my back hurts. I've been doing too many mower shit the last 2 weeks. And busted my ass. Trying to get this somewhat clean. Everybody's been buying from me and whatnot, so I have to keep it clean. I think I made close to a couple $1,000s this year, so just within the last month. Just have to worry about keeping it clean. So that's done. I go through the actual carb now. Excuse me. Go through the actual carb. I use like this stuff here. It's not necessarily mechanics wire, but it's like that wreath wiring you get from like Michaels or AC Moore or whatever. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of this, and just gonna get in and get after it. I'm gonna use one of the dirtier carbs I've ever seen. Oh, it's definitely dirty. I can tell. It is definitely dirtier. I gotta spray some more. Put the needle back in to kind of protect that jet, because those, as many of you know, if they're rubber, these little needle seats, if they're rubber and you put carbon in, they expand and they don't allow the float to sit correctly, and that's never a good thing. Oh, look at this. A minute. I probably fucked it up too, but you live and you learn. Let's see here. As clean as I can get it. Get in here now and get some of this stuff wiped down. Go ahead and try to rebuild it. Just because it's gonna get. So, let's get the needle. Needle looks sharp. Needle is sharp. See that? Needle's definitely still good. I got to find the float. Where did I put the float? And I shake it. Nothing. Alright, and we're good. So put the needle back in. On these Briggs, they're kind of simple to do. You gotta see they have the line. It goes in between these little slot. And then it goes in this hole right here. So give me a second. I can't pause it because my phone won't let me pause the video. So unfortunately, you're gonna have to sit and there's gonna be a longer video, but whatever. Then put the pin in between. I'll show you when I'm done. Put the pin right in there, and it's pretty much done. I gotta put the gasket in. Clean this out a little bit. The gasket goes on. Try and reuse it. Make sure that fits snug. Again, it's a rubber component, so if you get carb cleaner on it, it's not going to sit right. Now this is definitely got to get cleaned Now, the last thing that goes in is this nut, this little bolt here. However, you can see there's little holes in it, and if you can't see through it, I mean you can, but it's just dirty. If you can't see through it, it's definitely dirty, so I have to hold it down. And I like to use the little wire here and just get in there, get it cleaned, and we're good to go. Sometimes it's worth just having to get in there and clean it. So that's good. Take the rag, dry it out. And looking pretty good. And then there's a little gasket. It's supposed to go on it too. I gotta find that. Don't lose it like I did, because then you won't find it. There it is. This little thing here. Just gotta go on that nut I showed you, because it's like another gasket, so it seals it. So it takes a 13mm wrench or ratchet, 13mm, just kind of line it up, tighten it in by hand. Once you get it further enough down, you take the ratchet, turn it to the right, just snug it. This nut goes in here, 13mm, just kind of snug it, keep it snug. Now I have to get these gaskets. Let's go through my mess. I have a bad knee, so it bothers me a little bit. Not this one. Alright, so these gaskets here are for the airbox. This is part number. Oh, these are made in China. These are pack of 12 air cleaner gasket kits. So just look that up. They fit almost any quantum engine like this. Even if it's auto choke, I believe they have one. I'm not 100% sure, but I gotta get the gasket scraper. Hold up. Always good to have a gasket scraper too. I want to use my long one. Guess that's the only one I have. Where's my short one? There's my short one. It's always good to have one of these little gasket scrapers, because even on riding mower engines, you're going to have to get them out, and they're never fun to do without one. So you don't want to dig into it, but you just kind of, it's like peeling almost. You don't want to dig too far. You want to try to leave a really flat surface. Try not to get it inside the card, but should be good to go. It's as clean as it's gonna get. There's no gasket, but there needs to make sure you have an O-ring in there. So now I'll show you this gasket here. This gasket is for the airbox. The back side of the airbox. This side here. And this is what allows you to prime. So let me get this kind of hose down. And wipe it. Just gonna clean the back side of the airbox as best you can. And make it be perfect, but you get the idea. Just gotta make sure it's clean, which it's not too bad. So they're gonna be 100% clean, but you gotta make sure the surface where the gasket goes is clean. And then try to do this one-handed, and match up the holes like so. And then there's three little tabs you just press down. These little tabs. And there it's in. So now I have to let the fuel drain out because it's bad fuel. Sorry, it's hard to make a video when got little siblings around. But anyway, I guess it doesn't make a difference. And I gotta do a fuel line. I have to see if I have any, which I know I have to have some. So, like I have one right here. I don't know, it ain't long enough. I might have to cut it, do a little fuel filter, and put it back in. We'll see. Let me see what else I got. I know I have to have something somewhere. It's a matter of finding it. One of these fucking drawers. Excuse my language, but one of these drawers has to have one. Let's see here. I must have two of these carbs. These are my carburetors bag. Too brittle. Gotta be somewhere. Bingo. You know what? I have to get some more. I have to get some more by the roll. Now that I'm doing super well. So, this is the easy part. Oh, it's leaking, is it? No, we're good. So there's the fun part. You gotta get this off. The old hose off. So just put the rag down. It's gonna have to, sometimes you're able to just pull it off. Alright. Then it's best to kind of measure as best you can. I'm gonna have to put you down in a second, but you get the idea. You have to measure. You don't have to use a ruler, but just the eye on the original one, and then what you think you're gonna need. Sometimes it's good just to do a little extra. Take your knife. You all should have a knife. Whatever. Make a mark and then start cutting away. Just keep cutting until you get all the way through. Should give you your fuel line. Now you can, as long as these aren't too bad, you're able to reuse these little C-clips or clamps. Find the hose you're using. And it's always good to keep your scrap hoses, especially if you work on riders like I do too. When you got to do fuel lines for them. And then now's the easy part. Just gonna shove this back in as best you can. And then put that clamp around it. Put that clamp around. So, and unfortunately the carburetor's broken. So everything I just did broke. And heat did. So I cleaned it for nothing. So I'll have to dig in the stash. See what kind of carbs we got we can use. And I knew why it wasn't running or running right. Ow. I might not have a carb. I might have to go rob one off a different one. That kind of annoys me. I spent all this time doing that just to find out it's broken. What a great video. This one's not. So let's get this one cleaned up. let's get this one cleaned up. I'll clean this up real quick and or even try to reuse some of the same parts. Let me just swap some stuff over and we'll be right back. Okay. We are good now. I got it swapped over real quick. So here comes the tricky part. Just trying to get it on without breaking it again. Pull this whole piece out. Just make sure all your linkages and stuff are freed up. It's as simple as that. Can't get more stupid than simple than that. Just make sure that everything here is freed. And then this piece here, where this little hole is, that where my finger is got to go in. I gotta put you down a second. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. The Z bend, so you have to fiddle with it. And of course, I'm getting it on my arm. So now that it's in, I'll show you real quick. Just gotta go through that Z bend. Kind of look it up. Just be careful. I gotta get the bolts for it. Might as well hook up the fuel line to the carb without breaking it. And then get a little clamp or whatever. Trying to do this one hand, it sucks. Your Z, get a little clip here. Right there. Let me get my bolts threaded in, and then I'll get you back here. Come on, no. Never perfect. Never, nothing broke. I just weren't in the threads. So I'm gonna go with this. Easy. Just make sure you're easy. You don't want to over tighten them and break them, and then the motor shop. Well, not really, but you have to do more work to get the intake, air intake off. Sure they're on. I clean the top gasket off of that one too. Make sure it's clean, a good clean surface. All right, so. Now we got the air box on. It's gonna be 3 8mm bolts. Make sure you focus, you mother. It's hard to see, but you got an air breather here. You have 3 8mm bolts. Try to thread it in there. Make sure everything lines up. Just thread it in by hand real quick, just to get it in. And just grab an 8mm. I use a drill, but 8mm ratchet if you have it, or screwdriver, whatever you can physically get in there. So you have 3 of them. That's in for now. It's hard to do with one hand. You get the idea. 2 and 3. I'm gonna throw some fresh gas in it. Bring it to the back. see something work like it. So now that's in. One more for these, because it's got the throttle on it. We have to do one more 8mm to reattach. And hopefully you're marked when you took it off like I did. So sometimes it leaves a mark for you. So that's on. I'm going to put this other cover back on. 2 Phillips head screws. Make sure you line them up. It's lined up where it should be, and it should be somewhat easy to just gonna screw them down. So these, come on, screw down. And you want to put some starting fluid in just to start. It's just a case, and I'll go get some gas in it. Another 8mm or flathead for this. Let's put the spark plug back in. I have to do tune-up on it, but at least the carburetor's done. Over here, you have to tie the handle. Sorry if we can't really see it. Unfortunately, like I said, I don't have a way to stabilize the camera right now. We bring this to... You still recording? Yeah. Just bring this to the back. Along with the rest of my junk. I tell you, sitting like that kills you. I don't have a better way right now. I've been working on so many of them. See here, Auto Choke uses the same setup for the Auto Chokes. It's essentially the same plate. They just put a little cover piece in to block the primer because you don't need a prime for an Auto Choke. Put you down here. Some fuel. Just bear with me. Let's hope this works. I actually gotta go around and get some seafoam for this real quick, and I'll take you with me. So I got all these here. This is, I don't know. This camera's weird, but anyway, I got all these here. This one is probably going to be high up on the list. I just got to put wheels on it. If you don't have seafoam, you're crazy. Seafoam is great. Seafoam, I'll tell you, it does the trick. Seafoam. Broke it open. Nope, it's a brand new bottle. So let me put you down a second again. I'm sorry. Down, some seafoam in, and start this puppy up. Tough son of a gun. she's gonna be running on some seafoam too, so she might smoke a little, but that's okay. These put you in a good spot where you can watch me start it. Yeah, just have to deal with it. Fucking hate grass sometimes. Never wants to do the trick. So, a couple primes and she should fire up. Medium throttle. I'll have to find out why she won't start. Guess not. Minute. Maybe not, man. Maybe not, folks.